Finally.
Did we just go live?
I think we just went live.
We went live.
So we've been having technical difficulties. Sorry for anybody that has been waiting in the queue, but it says that there's 2 people. So whoever the 2 of you are, thank you for waiting.
One might be me, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the city and beyond. This is a pack with me. We have a trip coming up very soon. How soon is soon? In
2 days?
2 days.
Yeah.
Correct. And in typical City and Beyond fashion, we're waiting until now to do it. So
2 days before.
2 days before the trip. So what do we have spread out and about here?
A bunch of stuff.
A whole
we
bunch of
we
stuff.
left this as natural as possible.
They're in their natural habitat and space.
Because we didn't want to sugarcoat any of this. On camera, our room looks a lot worse than it does in person. Oh, maybe it's the same.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it on camera, I'm like, dang. But this is what happens.
This is what happens.
So
this
kind of what we do in our edited videos is kind of what's going on right now.
Yes.
But we don't get the luxury of cutting it down to music and speeding things up.
Right.
You guys are gonna literally do the whole thing with us,
from
as much as you can stand.
To end. and I want to say for this magic trick, probably 90% of it will stay the same. I'm sure like with 1 day left to go, we'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to pack this, and then it's gonna have to get rearranged again.
There's definitely we don't have everything out, I don't think. So we're gonna be running around, grabbing things, and trying to keep you entertained the whole time.
As much as humanly possible.
So did we introduce ourselves?
We did not.
In case we have some newbies here that are just trying to watch a packing video.
Yes. So, hey kids, I'm Kamal.
I'm Selena.
And we're with the City and Beyond. Right now we are in the city, and the city is our apartment, and the beyond is going to be your belief when we pack these bags. So we're going on a trip for 6 days, but if you've watched enough of our packing videos, you know that the first day doesn't really count because you'll be wearing the attire. Sorry for the people that like to do the Mr. Rogers and change twice a day. That's not going to happen this round.
Unless we get really sweaty, which we'll have some extra clothes.
Right.
Hand wash.
Hand wash.
We're gonna have to, but we're not gonna pack too many extra clothes.
I don't think our accommodations have an extra washer and dryer. But
we've been so laissez-faire about this trip.
Yes, very much.
I don't even remember which accommodations we got.
Yeah,
because I know that one of them did have a washer dryer, but I don't
at
think
one point. But I don't think it's this one.
Yeah,
okay.
No. So we'll see. So where are we going, Kamal?
We are going to that good Colorado.
Oh gosh. So those who don't speak Kamal.
Or Tech 9.
We're going to Colorado.
Yes.
If you follow us and you're a returning subscriber, you already know that I went to Colorado in March of this year. Went to Denver with the girls, the girls trip. Whoop, whoop. And Kamal and I, with our siblings, Gabby and Brian, we went to Colorado for 1 day. It was a couple hours.
Yeah.
We stopped in Cortez, Colorado on our Southwest trip. So this is our first Colorado trip, especially together.
I don't count my Colorado trip specifically because we kind of just breezed through. We had a lunch there and we saw a couple of things, but we didn't really get the full Colorado experience. This will be my full Colorado experience. I can actually talk to the locals and not be in the middle of nowhere to get it in. So today, since we're packing the bags, we kind of just laid everything out. This is actually not the typical way that we pack. This is just so you can't say that we're taking a shortcut or something when we jam pack it with everything.
I mean, I kind of just try to the first thing I do is throughout the week, because I know I have to pack my bag at some point, I take out the bag I know I want to bring, and I don't know if you guys could see it, but I just start throwing things into the bag and just leaving it at the side of the bed, just as I remember things. I'm like, yeah, throw that in. yeah, throw that in.
Right.
And then this is like the weeding out part because I'm not gonna be able to take everything that I threw in there.
Meanwhile, I'm easy like Sunday morning, and most of the time, a lot of this stuff stays in my bag, and I don't bother taking it out. So this is my toiletry bag. Like, this is usually already in there, and I typically just take it out to check like how much there's stuff in there. Like this, I got this bottle of lotion here. There's probably like 40% left in there, but it's enough to rock. Or I'll check my toothbrush because sometimes I can't remember like how beat down it is, and nothing worse than wanting to brush your teeth in the morning and your toothbrush is all the way whittled down. But I know it's cool. And then I got a couple other knickknacks and patty wax to put in. This is my like demi first aid kit with some Neosporin, some Band-Aids, and some antacids. And then this one's got what's it called? What's the pink one that's like upset stomach, diarrhea? Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah,
I got Pepto-Bismol, some aspirin, activated charcoal, and not an antihistamine. I guess it would be, but allergy meds. Like I have those in here as well because you never know when they're gonna hit you. So I keep extra. And that stays in this little bag right here. And I like to reduce, reuse, and recycle. So this is from a amenity kit from Qatar Airways, and I just have been reusing it and just swapping out what's in there.
Which was like 3-4 years ago now?
Yeah. But I still use it. It's still good. No real issues going on. Also, it brings breast cancer awareness, which I think is kind of shway.
And actually, something about the allergy meds, before a trip, I usually tell people, because like I guess this has come up with family sometimes, like if you think you're gonna, well, you should probably take your allergy meds all the time. And I'm not a doctor, so disclaimer. But I do know that allergy medication takes some time to like actually work. I think a lot of people think that as soon as you take the allergy med, everything goes away, which some do, but for long-lasting effects, you actually need to take it for a few days for it to really be in your system. So if you know that you're going to a destination where you're bound to be allergic to something, meaning like seasonal allergies, the trees, the flowers, whatever, because you're going hiking or something like that, definitely start taking your allergy medicine like at least a week before, minimum, like a full 7 days before. So like you have like a good, like you're going in strong and not just reacting. You're being proactive, not reactive. So just pro tip there.
Yes.
I come from a medical family. Well, not really, but like Demi. My mom was a nurse.
And my middle name comes from the Lion King, so by that nature, I've been told to be prepared. So anyway,
He had to put a joke in there.
why not? So we got like various stuff in here. I took out the drone. It's like at my feet. You can't really see it, but I took out the drone. But I'm not actually sure if we're gonna take it. They've actually recently changed the drone laws, and I haven't actually like passed the test and registered the drone yet, because it used to be the wild west, and you can just like fly it wherever you want as long as it was like within a certain range and you were only doing it recreationally, which is what I do. But there's also a lot of airports and prisons, and we're gonna go to national parks and you can't fly it there. Yeah. So when you see movies and they fly drones over prisons, that's totally like what it is. Because usually when they do that, it's like an escape. So they're like, we're not gonna have you do that. I've seen this show. I've seen Prison Break, or I don't know. I've never watched Prison Break. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear to the airport. Because that's usually like the most important question, because
yes.
that outfit has to be set aside and put somewhere so I do not forget.
Right.
This is what I'm wearing when I wake up early in the morning to go get our flight. I like, which you're gonna probably be like, oh, I see you wear that shirt a lot. Probably gonna wear my Proud Stamped Collector travel shirt.
Yes.
I have two main travel shirts, and I probably wear them every single time we're on a plane, train, or whatever, a travel day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's this travel shirt. And then one of our first the City and Beyond shirts.
Yes.
Is my Mrs. shirt with the City and Beyond email.
Typically when she wears that one, I try to wear the Mister, but we've definitely like passed like 2 ships sailing through the night and not actually worn them at the same time, but we like to wear them.
Yeah.
It's cool. Just to represent.
Sometimes people are like, well, before we got married,
yeah.
People, I think on Spirit actually, the stewardess was like, or the flight attendant was like, wait, did that just happen? And I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, oh, no, not yet, actually. It was like months or a year before.
Right.
So I was like, no, not yet. I'm like, man, I should have lied, but that's pointless lying. For what?
Yeah.
I don't know that lady. Yeah. Well, some people would say that's why I should have lied. Maybe Spirit would have gave me something.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I think that's going to be the top. I always look at my clothes for trips and I'm just like, how do, like, I feel like mostly YouTube travelers, but I guess any woman traveler, how do they stay so fly during these trips? I just feel like I don't look as like fashionista on my trips. You know, the hats, the jewelry, the pants, the tops, the dresses. I don't think I'm there. I don't know. And it's not that I don't care. I really do try sometimes, right? Come out, he'll back me up.
Yeah. I tell her that she's beautiful no matter what, but it ain't enough. She needs.
But it's not about beauty.
Yeah,
it's about.
Yeah. I just said it wasn't enough. See, she just proved that it's not enough.
It's not about beauty. Cause I mean, I know I look good.
Look at us, snaps.
But I'm just saying, like, I do want to like look like I'm trying to look cute on my trips. You know, we're gonna take pictures, we do vlogs, but sometimes I'm just like, well, I also like being comfortable. So, but I have some shirts, some tanks that I guess will look like I'm making some of an effort. But I feel like Kamal does. I bring a lot of t-shirts, and then I have like pants. So I'm bringing shorts because it's supposed to be 80s, 90s during the day during this trip. And then at night, I think it's like 60s, 50s.
That sounds right.
So I have my City and Beyond hoodie.
Hey now.
So I'm bringing this with us. There's a mirror behind the camera, so I'm like looking at the same time, so you can see. You've probably seen us wear a couple of times. Really, we wanted to test it out before we started selling them, and I really do like the hoodie. It's a little pricey, but we've washed it a few times, and it's kept its shape. Don't you think?
I would agree, yes. The one thing that I do on a regular basis is I always bring 1 extra day's worth of clothing. I believe I've said that in my previous packing videos. And I also like to bring 1 custom printed tee. It's either got to be by us or someone that we know and appreciate, or just one that I know no one else has, just to stunt on people, but usually one that is like that we've made. And I think this time I'm going to go with the tried and true New Jersey's Elite. Why? Because no matter where I go, I'm still from Jersey.
Yes, he's very Jersey.
Unapologetically so.
Unapologetically.
Yes.
But that's what we love about him, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys, I know a lot of packing videos do like the fold. So I guess I'll show you what fold I do, which I think Kamal does now because we were watching the same show and I was like, well, I'll do something like that.
I was sort of doing, it's like a modified version of what I was already doing, but I do a different fold now.
But for t-shirts, just fold it in half, put the sleeves in like this, and then what I do is I do the 3 folds this way, and then I do 1 more fold the opposite way. So you end up with it like this, which we got from, what's her name, Marie Kondo?
You got me.
he was obsessed.
She was amazing, but I don't remember her
He
name.
don't remember her name. I'm pretty sure it's Marie.
If It Sparks Joy Asian lady that's on Netflix. Her. She's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Marie Kondo. If somebody's in the chat, correct me if you know. But
Because I don't.
So, and again, of course, I have a bunch of t-shirts. Actually, some of these shirts I'm gonna try out for work. Again, I just threw these in here. I don't know if I'm actually gonna bring all of them.
Yeah.
But I actually got a couple samples, and I'm gonna test them out to see if it has a blend of wicking fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicking fabric. So it's a blend.
It's supposed to keep the water off and away from you when you perspire.
So yeah, so I'm hoping that I picked a good shirt. So I'm gonna test it out and see how it goes on this trip. I have some long sleeve versions and short sleeve, but I may just end up with 1 and 1 and not all 3 because I don't need to overstuff my bag. So if you've seen any of our packing videos, you know that we do not check in bags. Well, wait, sorry. We do not do check bags.
Never! Never!
And so I have, actually, that brings us to our next point. We are both using our Underseat Pro bags, which we got for free from Underseat Pro. Thank you again. This video is not sponsored by them, but
no.
We're using that bag.
Yes.
So we have to say that because they gave it to us. Don't come after me, FDA. Not FDA.
I don't know.
The F.
You did the research, not me. Whoever those people are. Whoever those people
the
are.
The government.
Yeah.
It's not the FDA. I have to look it up now.
FTC?
I was going to say FTC, but I don't think that's correct either.
It's not the Federal Trade Commission?
I don't know. I have to look it up. Like
I
said.
Okay. All right. Well, while she's looking it up, I pack pretty simple and quick. So I've got my slew of shirts here. Usually what I like to do before a trip is I'll probably try to stuff everything, including what I typically I'm going to wear to the airport, and just leave it in the bag. So that day I can decide what I'm going to do. But yeah, so I'm going with my button down. It's supposed to be really hot and then really cold. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Denver or Colorado Springs or anywhere in that upper Rocky Mountain area, because we're not going to, or is that mid? Because we're not going to Boulder, right? We're not going wherever Boulder is.
We're not going as high up as.
We're not going as high up as there.
Technically, if we're going to the Rocky Mountains, isn't that like parallel to Boulder? I think it might be.
I think it might be. It's
FTC.
Marie Kondo or KonMari method of folding.
Yes. So
Thank you very much, Karen.
So I think I want to take this. I mean, this is very big.
So I'm going to take my button up, and I'm also going to take my Nepali shirt. The funny thing about my Nepali shirt is on a couple of occasions, and I don't really talk about it because I think it's kind of funny, but a couple people have asked me where I've gotten the African prints from, and they are not African, they are from Nepal. It's just kind of where it gets hot, everyone sort of just dresses the same. So this is one of my...
like similarly.
Yeah, they dress similar, yeah. So I got one of my Nepali shirts I'm going to take because it's very cool to wear. And then, yeah, then I have a couple of other ones. I'm taking actually 2 custom shirts. Our friend made this one, and then I made this one.
Yeah, a friend did make that one.
Yes.
I actually bought it for come out as a gift.
Yes.
And a lot of people, I think, have mentioned it. Killing it.
Yeah, my Killing It shirt. That is from a friend. If anybody wants it, we'll send a link. But until then, chilling.
I would say you didn't even show the shirt.
I'm sorry.
He's just talking about the shirt.
I'm just talking about the shirt.
Just so you know which one we're talking about.
This is the Killing It shirt. See? I've definitely worn it a few times. If I've watched enough of the video, you've seen it. And then this is the one that I made, and like, if you've seen me wear it, because I wear it all the time.
He wears it all the time.
This is, I'm proud of it. It's one of the first things I designed when I was really young, and I still use the design to this day. It's available on Amazon because I figure why print it myself. Okay.
True.
Yes.
I'm thinking about bringing one dress. What do you think?
One dress should be good. That's why I'm bringing the
Like
button-ups.
a comfortable, sensible dress, but
Yes.
still, like, really cute when I wear it anyway. Actually, this is too large I gotta put it. So I think the other question that some people may have is, do you do the rolling method?
I do not.
Yeah, I think.
Not a fan.
Well, that's not true. I think that we don't religiously do it, but every once in a while we do use the rolling method if it suits the bag, because it's all about the bag. Like, of course, like, you know, a lot of people on YouTube do packing videos, but if your bag is not their bag, sometimes some of the things that they're telling you, including us, aren't going to actually work for your bag. But so you have to like pick and choose what actually ends up working for you, or working for the bag that you're using. So like we said, we're using these bags. If you want a full review, I know some people have said that they want a full review on the bags because we used it in, I think, our last packing video.
I want to say yes. Yeah, the backpack.
The backpack.
The backpack.
And I actually.
And then we have the two of the rollers.
Yeah, I have. Let me lift it up again. Ugh. But I have the rolling bag from Undersea Pro, and not to keep referring to other videos, but we did have in a video that I was looking for a rolling bag.
Yes.
Because we've been using backpacks for quite some time.
Yeah.
As we traveled.
But I did them.
And for me, it's been getting a little hard to carry them on my back all the time. And keeping up with Kamal's long legs in the airport especially, I'm just like, I mean, I used to be able to keep up, but now I'm like, oh God, another mile with this heavy backpack on my back. And I actually have scoliosis, so I think that over time it's just gotten, and my back hasn't necessarily gotten worse, but my not endurance, like my like stamina, my stamina has like depleted slowly and is depleting slowly. So we were like, you know what, let's just try to find like a rolling bag that kind of works. The only thing I would change about this bag is the option to wear it on my back if I can, like, so I don't have to roll it everywhere. Actually, that's not the only thing I would change about the bag. I would also have 360 wheels, because
yes, yeah,
I never understood why people loved it so much until I started using this bag, and I was like, my arm is killing me. Having it behind me and I'm running behind Kamal, like, and my arm is like starting to hurt. I think I have a muscle, I mean, I've been working out too, but I have a muscle right here from grabbing the bag and pulling it behind me. But that's another thing I would probably change about the bag. But it's been working pretty well, and I think we will do a review video because we said we would, but we haven't yet. Sorry.
So speaking of bags, I have the collapsible backpack here, and I like to keep things inside of bags so I don't have to remember it later, because I can
say not affiliated.
I can be, no, none of this is affiliated, which is kind of why I'm covering what the air spray is, but if you know, you know. So,
no, I meant like not with these bags.
Oh, no,
that's
no,
like our day bag.
Yeah, this is our day bag so that we don't have to take it with us, but when we're out and about and stuff in the towns and the cities or hiking.
Yeah.
So because I'm like an airhead, I try to put as much as I can ahead of time in there, so I keep our City and Beyond business cards, right? Sometimes we get the cool little picture with the cards in it, and it also shouts us out, right? Give you a close-up for anyone who has not seen it. Here you go. Here's the City and Beyond card, right? With some of our info on the back. I like to take those with us. One of our friends helped design it. It's amazing. So I keep that in there, and I also keep the bug spray in there, so that we can do it. And thankfully this is a collapsible backpack, so it doesn't actually take up much space, and it just kind of flips inside out. And and then I don't have to worry about it taking up too much space. And then that's one less thing. That's two less things I really have to worry about is the bug spray for if we go on a hike or something, or having cards to give some. Because sometimes when you're out and about and you have the camera with you, some people get curious and they're like, hey, are you guys on YouTube or something? Are you filming a video? And then as opposed to being like, yeah, we're on a video, you can find us at blah, 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 you can just hand them the card and be like, yep, all right, back to what we were doing.
That's actually originally why we even made the cards, and then it became for like VidCon, TravelCon, and all these things that we went to, or networking events.
Compact, see?
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Let me start putting some things in my bag.
I'm about to do the same.
I guess I should put my bag. Kamal yells, not yells at me. Kamal laughs at me because I yell at him about putting the bag on the bed, and then we decided to do this video, and I was like, well, I guess we actually do need to put the bag on the bed.
Yeah. Watch as things slowly disappear from the bed. So I'm going to pack my laptop first on the bottom of it. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the same bag I did in the packing video. So I feel like this is kind of...
I think they can see in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there's a little pocket for it, so that's where I'm going to put the laptop, and I'm going to put the charge cord on the bottom. I'm not going to put it in with it in the little pocket, even though it could fit, specifically because I don't like how it becomes cumbersome. It makes it like a lowercase b when you put it like that, right? Whereas like if I put it on top of it, then it can be flat with the rest of it, and it's not like battling for space inside the pocket. Also, there's other better things I can put inside the pocket.
I don't actually know where that thing is.
Where what is?
There?
The screen? We plugged it in the charger, remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't actually know what cameras we're bringing on this trip.
Isn't it exciting?
Yet. But that might just be like a last minute thing, probably.
Yeah.
Do I still have extra masks in here? So how do you guys feel about all the restrictions for travel right now? Because we're another video we're supposed to make, but we're going to talk about like just an update, I guess, really on like if we're gonna do international travel, our plans for the rest of the year, which I think we really only have one trip, and even that trip's on the rocks right now because of recent disasters.
Yeah.
I guess, disasters. So, yeah. Do you guys have any plans coming up? How do you feel about all the changes in travel? Talk to us. That's why we're here.
I have a small folding table that I put my bag on and pack stuff from there.
Ooh, that's
actually nice. I guess the table would be probably good. I'm just used to packing everything on my bed.
And as you can imagine, our bags go a lot of places.
Yeah.
While we're traveling, it's been on trains, on top, and where'd you go? Overheads.
Yeah.
Underneath, chairs on planes. It's been thrown here. I mean, these haven't gone through as much as our backpacks did. Going to Kathmandu, going to Qatar, going to New Zealand, going to Singapore. So, yeah, your bags go into some gnarly places. So yeah. So what else? I don't know what pills are these.
Those look like Benadryl.
Benadryl? Oh no, I think it's a painkiller. What brand? I don't know. Okay. This is Kamal, this is me. Well, I don't want...
This isn't like a race or anything like that. It's just
You're just like throwing your stuff in.
I'm very simple.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna be like, oh, did you pack that? I'm like, no.
I mean, that's why we have like a whole extra day. I'm gonna pack the monopod.
So, how many I mean, you didn't really talk buy through, did you? Or you did the whole thing?
No, because I was giving you a chance, but then like we started packing, so I just started packing. But
Okay.
I can talk to.
So-
I can do it again. Don't worry. I'll rewind and fast forward again because as you can see, it's not going to take me much.
So I'm gonna do one dress. I wear shorts underneath my dresses. Thank you very much, because nobody needs to look up there. And so those two go together, and they're actually good for also going to sleep in or walking around our hotel and stuff like that. I'm gonna take leggings. That seems to be everybody's thing lately. Leggings, which would be good for hiking. One of the Wicking Blend t-shirts. I think this is a good size. I hope it's a good size. Is this yeah. So that'll be mostly for hiking. I think I'm gonna take this t-shirt for at night because it's gonna get cold, like I said, 50, 60 degrees.
Yeah, it's a pretty big swing in temperature. It's like 30 to 40 degrees from high noon until night. So that should be interesting. We haven't had weather like that in a bit. Or when we do, it's like weird Jersey fall weather right before like the actual cold hits. It's like really, really hot, then really, really cold.
Actually, I don't know what bottoms I'm wearing to the airport.
I'm actually trying to figure that out as well because these pants are green and I was thinking, oh, I'll wear these while we're away because pants are usually the bulkiest thing for me. So I usually pick something that I know I can wear throughout. So I typically go for jeans because I don't know. I don't remember where exactly I learned it, but jeans aren't actually supposed to be washed as often as we do. You're supposed to spot clean them. And so I probably wear my jeans for like a couple of weeks to a month before I wash it.
Didn't you say like the owner of Levi's?
The owner of Levi's says that he washes his jeans maybe 2 or 3 times a year total. And actually now when you buy a pair of Levi's, on the inside of the pocket, it says like waterless because there's no real need to clean it because the denim is difficult to penetrate. Now obviously if you get something on it, then feel free to like take a sponge or something and scrub it out, or get one of the pens to take it out, but to like completely throw it in the machine and wash it is not really like all that necessary. Now if I go hiking and it gets dusty and dirty, then it's definitely getting thrown in the wash or something.
Yeah.
But for everyday regular use, going back and forth to the office, hanging out with friends, going to see my brother or something, there's no real need. There's no real need. And also I have so many jeans, so I just like swap them out here and there.
I don't do that, but we all different.
We all different. Also, I got
just looked
this
up.
cool new battery. I just want to talk to people about my cool new battery. All right, it's not sponsored or anything like that. I found it and I wanted it because I'm a technology junkie. So what makes this battery so cool? This battery is so cool because, all right, so first off, it's got wireless charging, which is amazing, right? So if I put my phone on it like this, it'll just start charging it, which is awesome, right?
Okay, go ahead.
But that's not it. There's more. This battery is powerful enough to charge Selena's laptop, which is actually one of the main reasons why I got it, because there's a lot of time where Selena is trying to work on the road.
Yeah.
And we don't have the inverter to switch from DC to AC, so there's no way to do it. However, we have tested it, and this battery is powerful enough to give juice to Selena's laptop, which means it's powerful enough to charge multiple devices, and I'm excited to take it because technology just keeps getting better. There was a solar powered one that I felt like was gonna take too long, so I didn't bother with it.
Is your computer dead?
I think it just went to sleep.
So while he's working on that, I realized I have, for shirts, I have 2 tank tops, but I like to wear them together. So this is like one top. So 2, 3, 4, but this is my travel day shirt, so this is probably gonna be on the last day. 5, hiking shirt, very plain looking blend. And then, wait, how many did I just say? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 or 6 really, because this is gonna be the last day. But I have 5 shirts, and actually I have another one here. So yeah, I'm gonna do travel home, And these two shirts are more like nicer. They're not like t-shirts. And then these two, this is for like at night when it gets cold, if like in the hotel or in our Airbnb, because we're staying in 2 different accommodations. If you follow us, you know that happens a lot. We have several different accommodations.
Yeah.
This is for hiking. But obviously I could probably use like this shirt for hiking on another day. But we really have one day that we're really hiking. And that's gonna be at the Rocky Mountains. This is if it gets really hot, got tank top. So I have 1, 2, 3. I won't count this one because it's more like for sleeping and stuff. 4, 5, 6 shirts. So really only need 6, right? No, I really only need 5.
You really only need 5.
Because I'll be wearing 1 shirt when we get there. And I have 1 dress.
1 dress.
In case we want to be like, let's dress up tonight, honey. And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
I think after looking at the weather, it's going to be about 70 degrees here before we leave on Sunday. So, and then it's going to be almost 90 in Colorado. So I'm thinking I'm not going to wear my shorts because we'll be on the plane. It'll be kind of cooler here. It's morning.
Yeah.
And we'll be in the airport. We'll be on the plane. And then even when we get to Colorado, we'll be in a car.
Right.
So I'm thinking I'll pack the shorts and I'll wear the leggings.
There you go.
So what's the question?
Karen Henry has asked us, what are your thoughts on packing cubes?
That's funny. That always comes up. And for personal bags, I personally, did a video that includes this in there. But personally, for personal bags, I don't really think packing cubes really work for me most of the time. I feel like they always end up making it too bulky. But I haven't tried it with this bag yet. But because I knew somebody would ask, I'm gonna try to do it with like my socks, underwear, headscarf. If you know, you know. You need your headscarf for when you go to bed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try underwear, socks, and actually I'm gonna wear this bra.
I'll tell you what I think packing cubes are good for. I think packing cubes are good for organization. I don't know how good they are for packing. So like you can put all your undergarments inside of them and then...
You might want to explain what you mean by that though.
I am explaining it. So you can put your undergarments all in one cube or like all of your day wear in one cube. I think it's good for something like that. In regards to like saving space, I don't think it actually does that good of a job. I feel like it's a thin layer between everything. But I know that some people are all about like the, what do you call that? Like the container store aesthetic, like things feel like they're more organized when they're in something. But if they're organized, they're just organized. And that's kind of how I feel about it. Personally, I've tried to use packing cubes and I feel like in the event that we have a long haul flight or a very long extended trip and we do have the rare occasion, shh, don't tell anybody, where we pack a bag that's going to get checked, then I might use a packing cube. But for the most part, my packing cubes have gone unused and I feel like I can't get as much in when I try to use my packing cubes. I feel like I get more space from not using them. Not to say that they take up more room, I just don't feel like it's helpful to me. Yeah. I have seen videos where people have like the compression ones where it makes it smaller. Those are kind of cool. Maybe those will work.
And I would, if we really, probably when we like have a bigger family, probably definitely do that so we could fit more in our personal bags.
Yeah.
If we all have personal bags, but realistically we'll probably have carry-on and personal bags at that point. Like every time. I don't know, I feel like it really depends. I just feel like for personal bags, usually no, but we used to use them for backpacks.
We did, yeah, absolutely.
And we would have the bigger one on the bottom and then this size on the top, and then it was easier to keep the bag flat. So
Yeah.
if we ever did get asked to put it in the sizer, we didn't have to worry because everything was flat enough that like the bag just went in.
Right.
So that's honestly that's one of the perks. But again, that would be for a carry-on. So I can see. I feel like a lot of the people I see use packing cubes, it's for carry-on size or check bags.
Yeah.
And that totally makes sense because there's a carry-on size from this brand, and it's a mess if I don't put packing cubes in there. Because I tried it on our Amtrak trip, just putting things in like we usually do.
Right.
And I felt like it was just so messy and I couldn't find anything. Things kept shifting all over the place. I didn't like it.
It's cumbersome.
So when I went to dog sit last week, I used that same bag, but I used packing cubes and it was way better. I mean, some things disappeared in it. I guess I'm not used to having so much space. Because I was like, oh, I have another shirt in here. But yeah, I feel like it definitely depends on the size of the bag. But for personal, I would say no, and we're about to find out if this one is a part of that. But like I said, this is just my underwear. I put a washcloth in there because we like to bring our own,
I pack the
just in
washcloth in my bag
case,
as well.
or it's like for me to remove makeup, so I don't use theirs.
Yeah.
Socks. So I'm gonna shove that right here.
I just want to
Let's see how
emphasize
that
the fact,
goes.
because like some of our friends watch this. Some of you guys are our friends also, but like, but some people watch it and they see us in person and they'll tell us about the trip that they took and they're like, oh, but you know, I checked the bag, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not telling people not to check bags. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that we don't do it. So like when the question comes up where it's like, oh, how do you feel? How do you like go about this, that, and the other thing? I'm like, I mean, I just don't check a bag. And like when the thought is like out of your mind that that's not what's going to happen, you figure it out, and then it just becomes like a habit. Because when I was younger, right, and I'm not even that old, but when I was younger, pre 9/11 era, right, you got to check bags like nobody's business. And then so slowly but surely that went away. And as I got older, I realized that like checking a bag, I was like more inclined to take more stuff for no reason. And I just slowly like, well, I just don't want to have to deal with all this. And I don't like the carousel either. I really don't like the carousel.
Yeah, waiting for your baggage claim is really, it sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, this is like my liquids pouch, but then I have like a toiletries pouch, which I kind of hate, and I kind of want to find something to resolve that, because I hate that we have to like have our liquids separate, because I would just put them in the same bag, which I feel like I probably should. But then my toothbrush and stuff, my deodorant and toothbrush is in here.
Yeah.
So let me know if you have a resolution for that. Maybe it is that I just put everything in here. It doesn't seem to make sense to me though. But
So I'm going to unpack my bag because Selena said I did it too fast.
well, actually, ask the people as I'm slowly putting mine together.
I mean, there's a slight delay from like the real time, so I'd have to like sit here and watch. But I'm just gonna unpack it just so I could like pack it again.
Yeah.
And then
So I'm putting my toiletries bag in this way.
and like
Fit in this spot right here.
And like I said, this is not the final, and I actually packed the clothes that I'd likely be wearing on the trip itself, so there's probably going to be more room in here. It's just so I don't like forget, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So, and for liquids, I'm like always paranoid about getting like pulled to the side, even though it's happened like a couple of times anyway. I just make sure this is easy accessible, which is easy accessible. Which is pretty easy in a bag like this because I just zip it open. What I used to do in my backpack was just have it in the front pouch. But what do you do in yours now? Just put it on the top? Just like the last thing that goes in?
Yeah, it's usually one of the last things I put in.
Because like
So that
the
is
worst
accessible.
thing is
Yeah.
digging for your like, because you know that's what they're usually looking for.
Right.
And so like having it very quickly, like zoop zoop, like is so much better.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it again, and I'll go slower this time. So, because I feel like I did it so fast, even Selena was like, "Wait, you packed your bag already?" All right, so I have.
I was gonna say, just so you know, this is my makeup pouch.
There you go.
This is all I have. I'm very minimal with makeup, so that's it. Go ahead. Sorry,
Okay,
I just want to
so
say that
I have my washcloth, which I put in here, which this is a pocket that's already got stuff in here, right? I have some castor soap in a Ziploc. I do the bar soap in the event I want to use mine instead of theirs. And then I have sanitation wipes from old flights. And so like if we sit in a row, obviously there's 3 seats, they usually just kind of dish them out. And if there's an extra one, I just take it. So it's not going anywhere and I can use it for later, right? So then my washcloth will go in the same pocket. I know you can't really see it, but there's like a netted area over here. And I put that in there. And then I'm gonna put my laptop in because my laptop gives me a good base. It's nice and flat. It's going into the pocket. That one I know you saw for sure. All right?
Can you pass me sunglasses?
Where are your sunglasses?
Actually, I could get them while you're packing.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Sorry.
No, you're cool. So then I'm gonna take the cord, the power cord for it, and leave it on the bottom. I don't really plan on using it this weekend. If I do, if it's like email or something, or I have to look something up, I'll just use my work computer because I brought it home with me, and it's easier. That's actually the one that's like in front of us right now, so we can like respond to you guys when you chat.
Which ones do you guys think I should do? These or these? I mean, I like both of them.
I think these
Something's on this.
are my favorite ones from her. She has 2 different kinds for this one, but I think I think these are the ones. These have like the slight pink tint to them, and then she's got the
Pink
the cat eyes.
These actually shield my eyes a
Yeah,
little bit more
but
than the...
let us know which one she should take, and I'll go back to that.
Okay.
All right.
I'll just bring them over here for now.
So this is the base thing, and it says my second form of ID in it with a picture of me when I was skinnier. Right? I also use it on flights so that like if I want to watch a video or something, I can just like hang it like this because it's got this clear little jump off right here.
Yeah, this is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Shay Mitchell made these through her company Base.
Mm-hmm.
And you know like the nasty pocket behind the seat?
Yeah.
This resolves that issue. It's made so you don't have to like dig in there, because that has irked me sometimes where I'm like, oh, I just feel like everything's all over the place, especially for very long flights.
Right.
So now you can just whip this baby out, and then there's a magnet. And look, wait, I don't know if you'll see.
Karen says both are cute.
You see that?
It's magnetized.
Magnetized, so you just put it behind the seat and it's supposed to clip together. It didn't work out that well one of the times I tried it because of the type of plane. I don't know what was going on behind the seat, but it didn't exactly snap. But it still hung there, and I was able to just like do what I had to do, keep my electronic stuff in here. So yeah, dope.
Okay, so next up are my sunglasses. Mine are prescription, so I don't really care too much about it, but these are the newer ones. So I pack these in and I just drop them on the bottom. And the reason why I put them on the bottom specifically is because I know when it comes time for me to get up, when we get to our destination, it's a matter of opening my bag and just reaching all the way in, and I know it's on the bottom. There's no real searching for it because there's nothing else that's really there. All right, and then for my intimates, my underwear, I just fold them in half. I do the jockey shorts. So I just line them all up on top of each other. They're different brands and whatever. I don't even know if jockey shorts is the professional name, but the boxer briefs, right? And I fold them in half and I lay it down. These are all the ones that I'm going to need with like 1 or 2 extra days. And then, I don't know. I kind of just pick and choose what I pack in what order. It doesn't really matter. It's all going to fit the same. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have too many socks. Too many socks? Okay, so I'll just put one back. Alright, there we go. So now I have 6 days worth of socks and compression socks because we're going to be at a higher elevation. Alright, so I'm going to put all of these in.
I think I put mine in here. Yep.
And I just kind of just like lay them out. I don't really have like a method to the madness.
I'm packing 2 disposable masks.
Even though we're taking our cloth ones.
Even though we're taking our cloth ones. Which, who's the real MVP that day when that lady was like, do you have a mask? I forgot mine.
Yeah.
At the airport. And I was like, actually I do. And it was right on the side and I grabbed it and gave it to her and saved her day. Just saying.
So then, what else we got going on here? I take notebooks with me. Ideas and inspiration. These can go anywhere. They're pretty flat. Just stuff them in. Just stuff them in. Okay, and then we showed you the tutorial on how we folded the shirts. And it was, hold on, I have to reference the chat because I don't remember the name already. It was Marie Kondo. Hold on, there's a method for it. The KonMari fold method, right? I'll do it again with my Green Lantern shirt, right?
Are you wearing your sweatshirt to the airport?
Yes, I am.
I guess I should too. It'll probably be cool in the morning.
Yeah. All right, so all the shirts are folded this way, including the button ups. I just laid them flat, so halfway, fold the arm over a little bit, fold the other half, fold the arm over a little bit.
I don't think the cat eyes fits in this, so it might get redo.
Fold it, half parched away to that, fold it again. I don't do the fold in half because I think it makes it too bulky. I just keep it in a square. And the square is cool because you can still see what the shirt is, right? We all different. This is how I do it. All right, so now I just put my shirts in. I went with 3 graphic tees, which I don't know in what order I'll be wearing them. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a complete liar. 5 graphic tees, right? And I just lay them down flat. And then I take the 2 button-ups that we had earlier, and I lay them down flat. And then I got my deodorant, and I got my sleeping shorts, lounging shorts. I got the medication, toiletry bag, collapsible backpack, big old battery. This is a monopod. And then this is undershirt, and I guess I can wear it to like bed. It's a little dingy and old, so I definitely won't be wearing it outside of the house. But it's good to sleep in, right? Aren't old shirts the best to sleep in? I think they are. I think they are.
Someone may be wondering, as I put this in my luggage, what this is. You might know. But this is so we can get those time lapses when we drive. Funny story, I recently realized I should be doing time lapse instead of actually filming. So, time lapse. Put it on the dashboard.
So that's my bag. And if anyone's wondering about like electronics and stuff like that, because of my airheadedness, it's pre-packed. So this little slit right here in the back, which is actually good for when, if Selena's arm gets tired or if she's tired and I take her bag, I can actually slide it in through this one right here. But this pocket also has a pocket in it. And in it, I have lens wipes and chargeables and what is this? Disinfecting wipes. And then there's the pocket on this side. And this has, I'm gonna look in on the Barney bag, a charging block, some pens in case you thought I was gonna get caught out there. I'm not.
Hey, no more.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of a tech wizard, so I figure out ways to do it. You know, like the back of your television typically has a USB, or the cable box also has one. That's usually what I wind up using if I don't bring one, but never again. And I got the charger for my Fitbit, which feels like it dies within 2 days. And like, there's a couple more pens in there.
If you guys see me struggling with this thing, I think I just figured out how I'm gonna pack it, and that's downward. So this flat part is sticking up. Trying to
yeah, we can get a good amount in here. That's kind of the point. And the thing about it is I actually have the clothes I'm going to wear to the airport in here. So there's actually a bit more space. And like I said, there's a chance that some of it will change. Like maybe Selena wants me to take some of the camera equipment or something like that, and then we'll rearrange it. But for the most part, it's the same. And I actually have like more room in here.
Like, hey, look at my hat.
Oh yeah, coming soon. City and Beyond hats. Because like look, it's real easy to unzip and zip it back up. So, like, it's not even stuffed to the brim. Like, but if I wanted to take the drone, then maybe I would take out the clothes that I'm going to be wearing the day of the flight and just like set it aside somewhere, because I know that like I'll wake up tomorrow, put them on, and I'm like, oh, so then what am I going to wear now? Type thing. So that's why I put it in the bag. Yep. Tiffany said, thank you for sharing, guys. I can't wait to travel with my family again.
Aww.
You are very welcome.
I love traveling with family.
Traveling with family is the best. That's where we make some of our favorite memories.
Yeah.
I hope you get to travel with your family again soon. Really.
Yeah. And yeah, minus the other cameras, we need our point and shoot, which is our vlogging camera.
Yep.
The camera we're using right now to film this. I didn't pack a notebook, but
I brought two. In the event you needed to use one.
Oh.
I also want to point out there that I have what do you call that? And I'm pointing at my nose specifically because of it. I have obstructive sleep apnea, mild case.
Right.
But I have my CPAP. I would show you how I pack my CPAP, but the bag is designed to carry the CPAP with you. However, what I do is there is a little bit of extra space in there. So sometimes I'll put like my sandals or something small, like maybe the GoPro or the GoPro equipment in there also. TSA has yet to complain about it.
Because obviously they can see it.
Right, but it's a medically necessary bag, so it has to go. And usually, it's a fairly new concept for me to stuff things in it, but we were leaving one time and I didn't know where to put something, so I just threw it in there and I was like, forget it.
Oh, speaking of that.
Yeah.
You said you put your sandals. I forgot to pack my sandals.
Oh! I didn't pack mine because it's probably going in the seat.
This happens. See? Real life. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that's going to fit, but I'm going to make it work.
I think you can do it. Yeah.
And as you know, we reuse plastic bags. I think I'm going to lay it like that. Or should I put it this way? Probably this way. I'm putting them like side by side and upside down, like the strap side towards the clothes.
I can't speak for any of my European friends at all, but if you come,
because they weigh the bag.
If you come from a household that has like people of color in there, regardless of your spectrum, you definitely have under your sink somewhere or in your house somewhere plenty of plastic bags, because we don't throw them out.
For a while we were running out because we've been doing reusable bags, like totes and stuff, you know, save the environment, which we should. After the flooding that just happened, definitely we should be trying to save the planet. We were running out at one point, remember? And we're like, what are we gonna do? And I don't know, we just started to re-up again. Or people brought stuff to our house and they'd leave the bag.
Also, we're all robots, right? Humans in general, we're just robots. So I'll go to a store and I'll buy like a bag of chips and like a pack of Band-Aids, and I'll be like, I'm walking to my car, don't give me a bag. And they'll double bag it, and you're kind of like, it's already done. Like, you can't put the genie back in the bottle once that happens.
Oh man, who else hates bad baggers? Because let me tell you, at one point, one of my aspirations in life was to become a grocery grocery bagger?
A grocery store bagger.
Store bagger, yeah. And so I used to like help do it for my family, and we get all like, you know, techniques and stuff. And sometimes I look at people and I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you wasting more bags? It's horrible.
I really don't.
But I know when they're paper bags, even worse. I'm like, why do you have one thing in that paper bag? Put some more stuff in there.
Oh, we got a couple more comments.
Ooh.
Karen Henry said, traveling with my sister next weekend, and our challenge is to bring only an under-seater bag. We shall see who wins.
Ooh.
You have the leg up because you've been watching us.
Yeah. And
But yeah.
How did we do?
Yeah.
Again. So, and I'm gonna wear my hiking boots. So that's where my other pair of shoes are gonna be. And
at some point we're gonna drop these in a sizer so you can see, but they're pretty good. And I'm not saying that because they sent it for free, because they're definitely not really good for it. But
Yeah, they're not really. I mean,
But like,
we'll put the promo code.
I definitely love the backpack. She said that's why she's watching.
So she can get a leg up.
Yeah. So I definitely love the backpack because I'm all about backpacks. I feel like the only thing I would change is I would want it to open. The flap doesn't open all the way. I would want it to open all the way up because I use every nook and cranny and space in my bag. So if it could open all the way up, I can just like get in there and get out. But it's cool. I think it's a good bag.
Are you bringing your over-the-ear headphones?
Yeah.
That's always it's a hard thing because the case takes so much room.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I should take them.
Okay, so here's another kicker and another pro tip for you guys is because we have the collapsible backpack, right? Because I feel like this is like the cognitive dissonance that people kind of have with how do you guys do it without checking the bags or whatever. Once we get to the destination and we get our rent-a-car, all bets are off. Everything comes out, all right? Like if I have big bulky headphones and I've been wearing them on my neck for the entire flight, when I get to the car, I'm throwing them in the trunk of the car and putting them into a backpack, and then like we can spread out a little bit more. This is just like the essentials and what have you, but there's tricks to it.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, I usually go for the overhead headphones because I get like really bad ear pain when we're descending.
Yeah, descending.
It's been actually okay recently, but then that's usually when you put your guard down. That's when it goes back.
Catch you slipping.
Yeah, so I have my earplanes in, which there's a whole video about that, and so I can't wear earphones.
Right.
I have to wear overhead phones. So I'm like, do I just not bring them? And if I'm awake during this flight, I'm probably gonna play some Sims.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Play some Sims.
For sure. It's a quick flight.
Yeah, 4 hours.
4 hours and change. Yeah.
We'll be like, oh no.
Yeah.
I think.
And I use air quotes for quick trip because pretty much anything within the lower 48 of the U.S. is a quick trip, and. I remember somebody here is like, oh, it's 5 hours, it's a long flight. And I was like, you know not of long flights.
Yeah. We've done some long flights.
We've done some really, really long flights.
Like some people were like, why did you take the long way to New Zealand? And I'm like,
well,
I got to go to Germany.
Yeah.
I got to go to I got to go to Germany for the first time.
Yeah.
And go to Singapore for the first time.
Yep.
And twice.
Included in the trip.
And then go to New Zealand. And our trip technically didn't start yet, and we had gone to 2 countries already,
right,
and actually enjoyed our time there. So,
and also honestly, seriously, you guys, the longer the flight, the better the service that you are bound to get. It's just what it is.
Even though people hate our Singapore Airlines review, like it was a pretty good flight.
It was.
It just wasn't as good. I think it was just people had high. Oh, our expectations were high because people gave it such high ratings.
Right.
But I would totally fly them again, and
Absolutely.
I'm sure it will be amazing.
And maybe I'll update my score for them. I thought they were great, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just wasn't. Yeah. There's no need to get into that debate. So I think that is actually it for us.
So the only things missing: camera gear, headphones. Which
wait, can we break down the camera gear? Like first and foremost, we're not going to take like our giant tripod with us.
Which the camera
is on right now, so I can't actually show you. Or can I? No, I'm not gonna bother showing it. Yeah.
We'll take a picture of it and put it on Instagram.
Right. So we're not gonna take the tripod. That's the monopod that I packed, which I think I can just access right here, is probably going to be the main thingamabobber that we use. Where did I put it? Is it here? It's here. See, look at that. With ease, I reach in and I reach back out. So this extends pretty good. So we can like put it on a chair or something.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Probably not rocks, so it doesn't fall.
Well, something flat. Something flat. It should be able to work. And you take that instead of the tripod that we use at home. GoPro is only yay big. I got plenty of space. I can fit it in there. The regular camera, only yay big, plenty of space, they can fit it in there. Also, the luxury of modern technology is everything is starting to use the same charger, so you don't have to take as much anymore. Like almost everything that we have is charged by USB-C, so it's amazing. So that is also very helpful. And I know some people are like, oh, but what if you got to charge multiple things? And I'm like, I try to put myself in a situation where I don't need to charge multiple things. Or there's always the car charger, honestly.
True.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So you said you want to go through camera gear or what we're missing?
What are we missing from the camera gear? We
need the point and shoot, which I think we're only taking one or two.
I think we're only taking one.
We're taking one.
Yep.
We're taking this GoPro.
Yep.
I already packed the GoPro's like light and display thingy.
Yes.
You already have the monopod.
I do.
So we don't need that. So it's just still just point and shoot and GoPro.
The universal charger?
Universal charger.
Or do we not? No, because we're taking the new one, so it has the little cradle thingy to charge it, so we don't need it.
The universal charger.
For the camera batteries.
Oh yeah, I took the GoPro one.
If we're taking, yeah, so then we're good. Or the Sony one is only like this big too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Sony one, we can just charge it in the camera, I think.
We can.
Which is pretty dope now that you can charge batteries in the camera. So you could just, so like sometimes like when we're driving with the GoPro mounted on the dashboard, we just plug it into the car charger. Yeah. And just have it like
just going
the whole time, and not using the battery until we get to our destination, like get to our hiking spot or whatever it is. So it's pretty cool that you can just like plug them in now. Yeah. So I'm posting the photo of the tripod we just promised
on Instagram, The City Beyond.
On the Instagram.
So before we wrap up, does anyone have any questions? I feel like there's like a minute to 30-second lag, so we're just gonna sit here. And we're going to wait to see if there's any questions. Any questions? Any questions? Did you guys even enjoy this? I feel like that's a question to be asked if you guys enjoyed this, because we can do it again. We can do it every time we leave for a trip. Whoa. We'll do a live stream like a couple days before we leave of us packing the bags.
That would actually keep us so accountable.
It would. It would absolutely.
We would actually have to pack on time. Yeah. Because otherwise I would have packed tomorrow night.
It absolutely would. And every time we go somewhere, we got to account for something different. So
true.
That would actually help it.
And this is like an easier bag to pack because it's the same climate, but as we've probably mentioned many times, is like it's very hard to pack for the winter, and it's very hard to pack if like where you are it's winter and where you're going it's summer and stuff like that. So I think, did we show that one? No, I did. I showed that for one of the packing videos we did last year, just like how to layer and how to like work through that, because that's hard. That's where you need talent. You need some skill.
So it doesn't look like we have any questions. Tiffany and Karen both said they really enjoyed watching tonight, and they can't wait for the Colorado video, and we can't wait to shoot it and show it to you. Because we got some great stuff planned.
Yeah,
pretty excited.
I'm really excited. I need a break from work anyway.
Oh, I need a scenery change so hard.
So see that part-time travel life. Yeah. Need that work-life balance.
Recharge, get back at it.
Yeah, I need to. And honestly, we're gonna have so much stuff going on at work that I need this break. Yeah. Before we like plow through. So, and we have so many family things going on. Yeah. Which I don't know how much we'll share with you because it's not our stuff. but there's surgeries, there's additions to the family. Not us. There's not yet. There's so many things going on, and so we definitely. I think the end of this year we would usually go on a big trip or something and use that time.
We got to be home.
But I think we're gonna be with family a lot for the rest of the year. So stay tuned. We'll still keep it spicy. Yeah.
So now we're gonna sign off like the newscasters, where we say goodbye and then we start talking to each other until they can sign out. So I'm Kamal.
I'm Selena.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Really
Thanks for watching. Go to Instagram. I'm posting it now.
So, yeah. This is a great live stream.
Is it still on?
I'm ending it right now.
Okay.
Boom.